the attacking?
Well, that's the first time I've been called sour graper, loser, liar, now attack dog. Well, as we all know, I came out with this expose, and I told my father I was coming out with this expose because I couldn't stomach this information highway robbery, in effect. And since making the statements and referring to the first gentleman as part of that controversial transaction, there was no more turning back for me. In time, I was being attacked, and my credibility was being attacked. First family children were attacking my credibility, calling me a drug addict, and so many other things. But with regards to me being used by my father as an attack dog, I'm independent from my father. I've never. I don't work for my father. I've been independent from him since I finished college. And our relationship is really primarily a familial relationship.
Okay, he is still technically allied with the president, and he is a speaker, but you have admitted that he admitted to you that corruption and bribery in government is very extensive. Doesn't this put him in an even more precarious position? I mean, after the ZTE broadband deal fiasco, you added more to this in your speech at the University of the Philippines yesterday. And where does this place him now?
Well, my father, I believe, since I've revealed, firstly in the ZTE, the allegations, including with the first gentleman, that already put me in a bad light and puts him at a bad light. And secondly, with this revelation yesterday, I don't think it's as big of a story as what I did in the Senate, but I think my father's position in Congress has already been threatened since I spoke in the Senate, and there's a number of congressmen who want him out to want him to be removed as Speaker. And in the days before the impeachment complaint was referred to the Justice Committee, he was in he was in a dilemma, because in the palace, the president was, I understand, the president was lobbying for this impeachment to be endorsed to the Justice Committee, and that is what actually was happened. And I guess in that specific sense, my father blinked, because it in a way that he allowed it to happen. He could have stopped it. He could have stopped it and have done other things, like investigate first the bribery attempts made.
What is his relationship now with the president? How would you... I spoke with somebody very close to your father, and then I asked this person to describe the nature of the relationship right now, and what he said was that it was strained. How would you describe the relationship of your father with the president today?
Strained. Definitely strained, yeah. Since I came out in the Senate.
You also did admit that he is being pressured by Malacanang?
He's always being the Speaker. I mean, he has, of course, although the legislative body is separate from, is an equal branch of government with the executive and the legislative, he is being pressured as well, because the coalition is a coalition of the politics of patronage. I mean, this is what has happened since 1992, and that politics of patronage works when the Speaker and the President are together, and then they can move their both agendas, if common, move the country forward better. But in this specific case, you have the Speaker and the President, but you have other people around the President doing unsavory things, which puts a definite strain on that important relationship, in order for this this kind of politics to move or to work.
What are your thoughts about the reports of bribery? Are you agreeable that this may be one of those ways by which a wedge could be driven among the parties allied with Malacanang?
Well, I can only say that these monies that have changed hands some say yes, some say no. But in the first instance, where the congressmen were given monies, and let's go on with the governors. I think the governors were also supposed to be given monies, and the mayors,
congressmen, yeah,
mayors, and all the way down to the municipal mayors. And I'm not sure whether the barangay captains were also given. But I think that just giving outright money to people and trying to buy them, I mean, and this is definitely criminal. This is not. This is a serious issue. And I think the palace really needs to address this.
Okay. So we will be seeing you on October 25.
Yes, I have to be there on October 25. Yes.
Very briefly before we say goodbye, what is going to happen on October 25? Is there something new that you're going to present? What do you expect to happen on October 25?
I think it is my hope that Romineri reveals what he discussed with the president on that fateful day, 2 days before the signing of the ZTE contract. And I hope he reveals what really transpired, and then let the public judge what will be next. But I think that people are saying that why are we focusing on all this bribery and all this other stuff when the president has so many problems already. But how can you actually govern if you're being accused of these certain things of corruption, lack of transparency, and other things? So we have basically a polarized country with an ineffective president because of that polarity. So I just hope that the truth comes out, and maybe we will get some divine intervention in how we move forward in this specific case.
Good luck and Godspeed for October 25.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joey. And next, the difference between donation and bribe.